Day 6 of filming my whole day of input and sharing all of the value that I gained throughout the day. So far, I took my dog out, I made my bed, cleaned up my apartment a little bit, and made breakfast. Okay. I added cardio with Airbus to my list of tasks, which I already know I'm going to dread later, so I'm just going to get it out of the way. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect that. And once I got back to the apartment building, I was at 1.80 miles, but I decided I was close enough to 2 miles, so I'm really glad that I stretched it out to 2 miles. It was brutal, but well worth it. I feel great about myself. And I'm not gonna lie, having the camera and filming myself gave me great incentive to not stop and to continue running without walking. I ran so long that Airbus ran out of stamina before me, which is like something that never happens. I'm gonna edit some clips and then take care of my reading and writing tasks. Now for these tasks, all I have left is to read, but I just wanted to talk real quick about why I do this. Like, yes, it started off just to be disciplined and to get myself to put in input so I get more output. But it is genuinely enjoyable now. Like, I am already receiving benefits from it, especially today because it is the first day that I have off, so I'm not in much of a rush. I'm able to take my time. And it's kind of like school, but I actually want to do this. It is fun learning vocab. Today we was talking about Olympian vocab, and it's just something that really interests me, so it's something that I enjoy learning. And with journaling, I'm able to just express my thoughts and feelings, and I'm just communicating with myself, giving myself more clarity. With gratitude, affirmations, and visualization, all of it is coming back towards me. I am a very grateful person, but until I start writing what I am grateful for, I don't know precisely what I am grateful for in the moment, and that just helps you find clarity in that. And same thing with visualization. I find clarity in what I see happening, and once I can see something happening, that is more likely for it to happen. Before an action is born, you have to start with an idea. And every single day that I do this, it is leading to better and better ideas. And it's so awesome to have an amazing idea, but it doesn't mean anything if you don't take action, if you don't make use of it, which I am making use of it. I'm taking action, and it is just such a good combo, and it feels so freaking amazing. Everything you do that improves yourself feeds back into your self-esteem, and your self-esteem is very important. Like, some people say don't be egotistical, which is true to a degree, but you want to feel good about yourself. You want to take actions that make you proud. Whenever you have a high self-esteem, you just are able to do so much because you feel good about yourself and you have conviction in doing the things that you need to do, and you are confident that those things are going to lead to a greater life. Also, the affirmation, super powerful. Just by speaking it into the universe, it is probably more likely to happen. Like, we can't prove it, but I would rather live in a universe where I tell myself every single day that I'm going to be rich, I'm going to become successful, rather than a version if I don't. I feel like the version when I do is the version that actually achieves it. And by writing them down, reading them in your head, saying them out loud, you're just reassuring yourself that you are that person who deserves it. Because if you are putting in the input, then you do deserve it. And also reflecting on your goals, super important to keep those goals fresh, to know what is all this input for, what do you want to achieve. If you aren't making progress, if you aren't achieving things, then you're not going to be motivated. But give yourself goals, accomplish those goals, and that will give you motivation. And then reading is also super powerful. There are so many books, and I was thinking earlier, what is really cool about books is, sure, all of the information is on the internet, but you are so easily distracted on the internet. Something as small as this, or even smaller, something as small as this, contains so many words, and you won't be distracted because the only thing in it is what you need to focus on. Whatever you want to improve in, there is a book for that. Whatever you want to learn, and also what you don't know what you want to learn. There are tons of tales in this that are going to teach me things that I have no idea what they are going to be, but I'm going to read and I'm going to grow in the process. I just read 21 of Aesop's Fables. I'm gonna go ahead and share with you my favorites. I just looked it up and apparently it's pronounced Aesop, but the first one that I want to share is The Goose That Laid the Golden Eggs. This is a great example of greed. Go ahead and pause it if you want to read it. The next one is The Bat and the Weasels. This is a good lesson of finding what works and applying it. I really enjoyed The Passenger and the Pilot. The passenger's dad died in bed and the pilot's dad died at sea. So when the passenger asked the pilot, "Why aren't you afraid of the sea?" he said, "For the same reason you're not afraid to be in bed." The Man and the Stone is a really good one. The lesson here is a man is judged by his deeds. And the last one I want to share is The Fox and the Crow. This crow has cheese in its mouth and the fox outwitted it by telling it had a beautiful voice, so when it went to sing it dropped the cheese, and the lesson is do not trust flatterers. About to eat lunch now, and then afterwards I'm going to take my dog to the dog park and play some chess while he's playing. But I just wanted to add real quick, I've been hungry for a little bit, but I've been putting off lunch because I've been focusing on input, and the lunch feels way more deserved now. Like, there is a reason why whenever you are at work and you finally get to your lunch, it is way better than a normal lunch. It's like super relieving and just super satisfying, rather than if you have a whole day off and you just feed yourself throughout the day whenever you're bored. It just doesn't hit the same, and there's a reason for that. Using meals as a reward just feels so much better. I think breaks are super important. If we didn't have breaks, we would reach burnout, and there's a beauty in that. See, if we didn't have a burnout, we would work nonstop 24/7 because we wouldn't be able to justify a break. We would have complete reason to be working all the time. But because we reach burnout, we have a reason to justify breaks. And breaks, just like the meals, are more enjoyable and satisfying the harder you work. And while you are enjoying it, feeling that relief, you're also rejuvenating yourself, energizing yourself, charging yourself for the tasks ahead. I put in a lot of input, a lot of deep focus work, and then I took a break to decompress, and now I'm ready to get back to it. I have a whole YouTube video to edit. 7:46, I'm about to go meet my client at the gym and train him. I didn't finish my video, but that's okay. I used to stress so much about getting the video up at an optimal time, but one time I asked my friend Joe Sizzle if it really mattered, and he said no, it doesn't, because if a video is good, the algorithm is going to recognize that and it will perform well. So luckily I don't stress too much about that now. I will complete it when I get back, but I also haven't lifted yet. It's my back day. My client is hitting legs, so it isn't the most optimal, but that's all right. While he is resting in between sets, I'm gonna go ahead and try to light my back up. So it isn't the most optimal because he usually doesn't care if I work in with him, but that's okay. Even though he's hitting legs, I'm just gonna light my back up in between his sets. I'm uploading my video to my space, so hopefully I can edit it on my phone, because for whatever reason, the audio is like lagging on my laptop. It's super annoying. It just is a complication and an obstacle that I have to overcome. And I'm not sharing it saying, hey, I have a problem. This is an excuse for me to not complete it. I'm just showing how I'm gonna have obstacles, and I have always overcame them. The past 5 days, I got everything done every single day, and I will continue to do so. It has been a day. A lot of highs, but also some lows, especially in the past 2 to 3 hours, mainly because I am absolutely exhausted and I still had to complete my tasks. I am not letting the streak die. It is day 6, and tomorrow is 1 week of doing all of these tasks that you saw today for a week straight, which is absolutely awesome. And every single day, I experience more and more of the compounding effect. I'm experiencing more of the benefits from holding myself accountable and ensuring that I accomplish all these tasks no matter how I feel. Because a lot of the time there are a lot of obstacles. There is a lot of resistance, and especially in the past 2 hours, and it definitely frustrated me, but I got it done, and that's what matters. I was frustrated, and it reminded me of back when I was in the restaurant industry. There would be shifts that would be absolutely horrible for various reasons, but once I clock out and I get out of there, at the end of the day, I put in the hours and I earn the money. So that's really all that matters. Sure, it was absolutely stressful to earn it, but it's in the past. And you put in the input, you took action. That is what matters. Stress is something that is essential for successful people. You have to be good at managing stress. So to get good at managing stress, you have to deal with stress. So I'm not complaining about the stressful circumstances that just happened that I'm not going to go into detail about, but there was a lot. But once again, I overcame them, and it added to me as a person. It added to my discipline and added to my competency. Every single mountain I conquer, the next one becomes easier. And there are infinite mountains ahead of me, infinite potential to fulfill. I didn't waste a lot of time today, but I still ran out of time. There isn't enough time in the day to complete all the input that I want to, because there's so much input that I want to achieve. So that is why it's just important that I make use of my time as good as I can. And the more I do it, the better I'll get at it. I don't know if it'll be a week or a month or even a year, but eventually I want to convince you of these benefits, of the amount of confidence you get from disciplining yourself and staying consistent, how good you feel about yourself when you know you are capable of facing adversity and conquering it. Whenever I got done with the run, that is probably when I felt the best. I had all of these great ideas that stemmed right after I accomplished a hard task. And I had all of this time in the rest of my day where I would be able to fulfill my potential, which I definitely fulfilled a lot of potential, but I come to find out that I run out of time and I need to get better at time management. But with consistency comes improvement. Whether I work or I don't, I still run out of time. I complete the tasks, but I have no time left afterwards. I haven't got done early once. And maybe whenever I do, I'll just have more tasks that day, so I don't know if I'll be able to get done early. There's always more work to do, but I will become more efficient. I will become more competent, and I will achieve greater things. Life is a video game, and in order to win, you have to be good at the game. This is how you get good at the game. Take action, stay consistent, gradually improve, and stay sedulous.